What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for my next video. In today's video, we're going to build a diorama floor. So let's get it started. All right, so if you follow me on social media, you would have saw a picture that I posted of this. This is my latest project that I'm working on. I've already done one floor here. This is actually using dollhouse flooring that you can get at Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby is out of that, and I don't know when it's going to come in. So I was trying to think, what can I do? I need to make another floor, and I'm like, there's got to be a better way, and there was a better way. Right here. These are actually paint sticks, and they 12 inches long. They actually come 12, 14, and 18, I do believe. I got the 12-inch ones, and I cut this piece off. And it was 100 of these was $18 from Amazon. So the plan is I've laid this out. This is not the final layout. I just wanted to get a glimpse if I had enough of these sticks, and it took 81 to do this pattern. And there's nothing wrong with this pattern, nothing wrong with it at all. It works. I can cut one of these in half, and it actually will do both sides. So I may stick with this pattern, I don't know. Since I know that I have these little ends here, they almost work, but not quite. But that's okay. I'm saving these. So what I've done already, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this and just move it out of the way right now. And again, this is just the pink foam, and I'm using just PVA glue to glue these down. I did go ahead and glue the first 3 down right here just to give me a base. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, like I said, slide the pattern I know up, and we have the 3 here. And again, I'm just eyeballing right now. That would put this seam here in the middle of this one, and then we have 2 seams here. In theory, I would repeat that with this one and then come in like this. I can do it this way, and then you actually have a longer piece over here. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this pattern. This pattern will work great. I'm perfectly happy with it. Again, this is sort of like a medieval type thing. So I don't think they were perfectly, when it come to their flooring back in medieval times, I don't think they really cared too much. They just put wood down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this pattern, and I need to actually trim one section off, because when I come over to here and then over here, I have an actual overlay, right? So I'm gonna have to do a little trim work, and I actually have a piece I've already marked. So what I'm probably going to do is concentrate on building this section and not worry too much with the overhangs yet, or this gap here, because I need to get the base down. Now I cut all of these initially with my bandsaw, but the bandsaw, you know, it does the job, but you know, I'm right here, so how can I do this and try to be productive with this whole process? So I went to Harbor Freight and picked up this little Drill Master 2-inch cutoff saw right there. Boom. And this is perfect. I can actually take a piece that I've marked, put it, boom, cut it, glue it. Simple, easy, will work perfectly fine for this operation. This will be a time-lapsed video. There's a lot going to be going on, and to be honest with you, I'll turn the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. We'll do a time lapse, And hopefully we will get to the point where we can stain today. Now, one of the other things I was wanting to check was, could these be used as borders? And actually they can be. There'd be a little bit of foam showing, but I think I'd be okay with that. So I may, if I have enough, make some borders out of this or put them on the outside edge. But I do have more ordered, and yeah, so a lot of cutting, repeating, gluing. Yeah, so I guess we need to get this started. So time lapse time. Everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. This was crazy. Like this was intense but fun, and we basically have a wood floor now. Look at that. Now if you notice, well, you may not be able to see, but so some of the boards are sort of have bows in them and this and that. And I'm leaving that in there because I think that will be I think that'll just add to the aesthetic of it. It'll make it a little bit more rusticy looking. I don't know. I don't want it to be perfect, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess now we get to stain it. So I'm actually going to be using some espresso, which is what I used on the other one. So let me get that set up. We'll point the camera down, and I will. Well, we won't time lapse this. This won't take long, but I'll let you see me staining it. All right. So there's a couple of different ways that you can stain. I personally sort of prefer the towel method, I guess, if that makes sense. And that just, I don't know. That's just what I prefer. So take a little bit. Put it on our, and basically let's just start staining. Make sure get down in the cracks. I may go with the brush on some of this. I don't know. Let's try it and see. The brush may help get down into the cracks a little bit, and then just come behind it with the rag. Yeah, there we go. Main thing is I want to make sure and get it down in the cracks and the valleys. So we'll just do that. Then we can do the actual boards with the what's left over from putting it down into the cracks. And there actually was some really cool imperfections that I thought were really, really neat. Get that one. Get that one. There we go. It looks like some of the wood has some kind of spots on it, but unfortunately, and it may be glue that I didn't clean off good enough. That happens. If you get glue on wood, it will not take stains. So I may have to do some sanding later on. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. Right now, I just want to get it stained up. Once it's all stained and all that stuff's done, I'm actually going to seal it with Mod Podge. And that'll actually do a couple of things. Number one, it'll It'll seal the stain, which is good, but it'll also act as a adhesive, which will get down into the cracks and the joints and make those more stable. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking fabulous. I know this is something that I don't know how many of you guys will like this, but like I told you guys, I was going to start showing you a little bit more of what I do. Now, I will tell you this, since I left my boards, some of my boards with high ends, be careful when you're rubbing in your stain. You don't want to catch an edge and pull one of the boards up accidentally. Again, making sure we get down into the edges. Oh, this is looking really good. These paint sticks or stir sticks, they actually did a really good job. I didn't know how they were going to do, to tell you the truth. But overall, I am really, really pleased with how this is coming out. This is actually something I've been wanting to do since I've done my other piece. I realized that I just wanted something a little bit wider and deeper, or more uniformed, I guess. Because it just made sense to me. It just something, like I said, it was more a want. So what do? You make a die and make another one. And that's what I did. And this is really, really fun. It really is. This is such a enjoyable process. It doesn't take a tremendous amount of time. Altogether, I'm probably going to have, up to this point here, probably a couple of hours, give or take. Ooh, that's an interesting piece of wood. Also, with the stain too, you start seeing things that, like I said, like this piece of wood here, it's crazy how light it is. I was not expecting that, but hey, that's part of it. There's another one right there. Wow, that's very interesting. Oh, this is coming out really good. Very, very nice. And the fact that these are paint sticks, that gives us just different imperfections, I think is awesome as well. Yeah, look at that. So nice. This is turning out to be just beautiful. And I know a lot of people, well, you know, I'll talk about that here in a minute, now that we're finishing up the stain part of it. And what I'll do now is basically just sort of let this soak in. I don't think I would need to do another coat, but you never know. So I'll tell you what, let me get this stuff cleaned up, and I'll be right back. All right, look at this. Look how cool this looks. Yeah, boom, right there, a diorama. And I've also allowed back here for the back plate, so to put magnets and stuff in, which is cool. I'm thinking I may replace these two because honestly, it's a little too much for me personally. I don't mind the little spots here and there, but yeah. And I may, like I said, I don't think I'll be able to fix that. So I'll probably replace those, which is not that big of a deal. And then again, maybe I won't. I don't know. I mean, it adds character to it. Different colorations. I mean, I'm happy with it. So I'll wait to see if it dries, or once everything dries, we'll see what it looks like. But yeah, this is what I was wanting to do, and now I can actually build onto something. So this is sort of giving me a base that I can visualize what I want to do with it. There's other things that I have that I'm wanting to incorporate. I've got some gates. I've got some other stuff. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I knew I had to start here. I wanted to get the base done, or the floor done, because I wanted to see how well this would work. And I also know that this would take the longest as far as physical work. Now, to answer a question that I know people are going to ask, Greg, why would you do this much work instead of like just make lines, like carve lines and stuff? Here's the thing, and this is just me. This is real wood. And to me, that gives something that you can't get from carving into the phone and trying to recreate wood. And I like using real products. I like using real things. I've used leather before. I've used fabrics and things like that. But for me, this is what it needs. This is what I want. This is what I feel like will look better. And the fact of all these imperfections of the boards that have little warps in them, that would be almost impossible to get with foam carving. And again, I don't know if you'll be able to tell it, but you can see how some of the boards, they have like little raises and stuff in them. That's literally what you would see in an old floor. You would see once the wood starts drying, it starts bowing and this and that. So that's another thing I wanted. I wanted to have some of these imperfections because I feel like that is what it's all about. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, just wanted to share some of my process when it comes to this. Altogether, I personally, I think I have 2.5 hours, 3 hours in this project, give or take. But again, having this little mini saw, that helped out great. That helped out great. I did do more cutting than I thought I was going to have to do, which I found that rather interesting. But that's okay. I'm still happy with it. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. If you want to find out more about this process or anything like that, if you look in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media. You can reach out and talk to me about it if you want to. Also, that's where I'll be posting pictures and stuff of this. So give me a follow on my social media. If you like this video, do me a favor and give me a like on it. If you are a returning viewer or a new viewer to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that as well. And finally, please always remember, dioramas for your toys refreshes your soul. And I'll see you next time.